Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. The Stealth Flyer January 1989. Stealth Bomber. Everyone loves a stealth bomber. Everyone turns into a child as soon as they see a stealth bomber. Like, as soon as you see something go through the air, you're like, what's that? And then, like, if it's a jet, it's like, oh my God, is it going to do the sonic boom? And then if it's a stealth bomber, then everyone just drops their load and they're like, oh, stealth bomber. Oh! Even in Canada, we all knew, like, psh, a thing goes by, there's some pain coming, yeah. Marlboro Lights for people who like to ride on white horses. And once again, we get this beautiful retrofuturism ad about the internet. Connect your computer to a higher intelligence. But really, it's not even intelligence. It's just connecting your computer to an information ocean. We've got us a really fancy top secret cover story, and over here, video comes of age. Isn't that guy from Flash Gordon? All right, that is a really interesting computer desk. Okay, holy frick, check that out. That would be great for dealing with duckies, hunting duckies, and also for hunting hot air balloons. Bigfoot's daddy, that is so cool. Even back in the day, legitimately. What's more badass than a firefighter going in to fight some fires and save some? And lots of awesome Soviet-style fun. Here we can see we have some new technology that Mary can use to molest sexy old bald people. Way to go, Mary. Here you can see her sucking his soul out through Nya. And over here we can see how... Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Okay, I can't even joke about this. The insulin transmitters about insulin? That's beautiful. I'm so sorry. I can't even joke about insulin when it comes to diabetes. It's so crazy how fast, if you're low on blood sugar, you need your insulin, how bad you will either pass out or just turn completely into a different person. I was at this funeral once where this man who was really mean to his wife, basically. It turned out that he was diabetic and he had a lot of problems. I'll never forget how loving she was, even though it was her ex. And they said, and they said ultimately, it was about low blood sugar. A lot of the issues in it was low blood sugar, and that's why I'm not comfortable joking about that. Anyways, let's move on to better things. Gum and... that's a great idea. Using a vacuum to soak up all that oil on the top. Now, one thing I never quite understood is it seems like they always try to get the stuff on the front, like at the top, and then they let other oil just hit the land and sink, and over time it just sinks and sinks and sinks and settles, and I guess we never actually get that oil, but man, it must kill everything on the way down, right? Oh, that is a cool... are we still waiting for a helmet that'll give us a heads-up display that's really nice like that? What am I talking about? We got VR. But VR is to immerse you into something else. I want something that augments my reality, not completely changes it. No way! Check this out. I love finding different ways that we can use waves to get energy. It's just remarkable. Remarkable. Okay, so the water goes in this way. Okay, I wonder how many of those they actually got up and working, and how punishing it would be for the waves. I believe now we still have something like this, but it just goes up and down, and I imagine that would be easier to facilitate than a unit standing there with all that pressure. Let's face it, eventually the sea will cave that thing in. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't matter what you put in the sea. Eventually, the sea will eat it up and take it back just because... Sorry, whoa! Just because of the way it is. Oh, man, bet that guy wishes he left the sunroof open. But then again, I've never been to the Outback or anything, but I really wonder if... Okay, yeah, Steve would be able to handle that. Steve would be able to handle that. It's really freaking amazing. I want... to say that it takes those jaws, a gator's jaws can crush really easily, but to open is almost nothing. I mean, if you're ever around a gator, you can keep its mouth shut. You have a really freaking hard time opening it. And if you ever get bit by one, go for the eyes. You can tell that this is an 80s issue because they started including personal protective equipment. That might not be a good way to hold that saw, though. Holy frick, Lamborghini! Whatever happened to Lamborghini? I mean, they were a big thing in the 80s, kind of in the 90s. I never really see them after that. Watch this, they're still out and everywhere right under my nose. I just don't know because I'm a goof. Instant pictures throughout electronics. Canon's RC250 still video camera records pictures in a magnetic disc instead of film. It costs $800. Yeah, you can see our safe 80s white guy taking a video. He's looking into the future and seeing why he wants to stay in the 80s because he's part of the patriarchy. I'm sorry, guys. I had to. I hang out with too many progressive chicks. Okay. Goodness me. That is a lovely shot. That is a lovely shot. Oh, check it out. They had their own video floppy disks. Man, I'd love to start a collection of discs that I'll never have a use for. I'm not a hoarder. Wow, not bad. I can't get over the size of those engines. I'm so used to, I guess they're called trolling engines. They just troll along behind, basically. But those things are huge. Like, you could put two babies. Forget I said that. You could put something big in there, like a giant cake or something. If it wasn't for the bright yellow, those women wouldn't contrast very well at all. Hello, ladies. Okay, that's a naughty patch. That's a naughty patch at the location where it is. Oh, that gives you a good idea of the size of it, but I just really don't like anyone that close to the stealth bomber. Whoosh. Sorry, I meant to make it fly. America's big old Tomcat. It's not a Tomcat. You know what I mean anyways, but man, the legendary. So the stealth bomber before this was had that nose, the longer nose, and G.I. Joe made a system of it. It was awesome. That one, I think that was the one. They had just one little bolt. They had one unit, had one little bolt that was sticking up. They didn't even know about it for a while. But the plane went out on a few missions, and they could pick it up on radar. No one could figure out why. There was a bolt on it that was raised like microns. I'll have the story wrong by a little bit, but ultimately, just from having a screw or a bolt out just a little bit, made the whole thing detectable by, holy crap, you can put those things in a Hercules? Where did they fold? I am today years old, and I just found out that this is a folding plane. Jeez. Could you imagine being the flight crew of a Hercules and just thinking, yeah, got 2 stealth bombers in this bitch? Like, wow, it'd make me a bit nervous and give me a big head at the same time. Telephones come of age. Oh, it was Flash Gordon in the other side. Okay, I only recognize that guy. Flash Gordon is there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the Invisible Man. I don't recognize this Flash Gordon. Was Flash Gordon actually a football star that got a sci-fi show? Or was it a guy that they were like, oh, he's a football star, and let's put him in he's a football star in the show, and he's also going to be this in the show, and you know what I mean. Interesting that the colors are basically black and blue. I remember hearing that some people trying to set these things up had a very difficult time, and some couldn't even work within the lab they were made in. I don't know if this was this one. Mitsubishi's generally a pretty good name. So this is really interesting. I'm just going to hang here in case someone wants to pause and look more into it, but it looks like they needed at least 16 shades of gray in order to get a picture going. It should be said that these two probably wouldn't be able to connect up to each other, but this unit would be able to hook up to a unit just like it. At least that was made by Mitsubishi. This one is made by Sony. It legitimately makes me kind of sad when I see these because I need better memories of them. On Reddit, it was just stories about divorced families trying to use it so dad could see her daughter. I need someone to tell me some better memories of these things. Someone else's memories. Why am I feeling bad about someone else's memories? Anyways, here's something you don't normally see. A truck being used in its own environment. That guy looks like he's seen some time. He looks like he's doing some action. I believe that there is some danger in the back of that if he doesn't get in there properly. This is proper. Oh no, they're making fences. They're burying fence. That is not fun. If you don't know how hard this is, you don't get to complain about patriarchy. Now I'm going to have someone in the comments being like, oh, I can get that done, no problem. Yeah, well, what if you're trying to get posts dug on rocky terrain? In fact, terrain that's known for Nothing more than rock. Oh, it's tool time. It's tool time. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at that one. I want that one. I want that one. It looks the fanciest. What else do we got here? Oh, I want that one. I feel like a kid, and I want that one. Huh. Huh. A hose. I kind of get it. Because they'll probably have a lot of sawdust and stuff, but a hose? You know, in a good world, in a perfect world, these kinds of instructions would simply come with a chainsaw. Now I know where that thing came from. My dad's got one of these in the garage. Check this out, guys. It's a magic wand. With this, you can turn metal to water, liquid, and then back to metal again. Y'all be building Tesla coils? Come on. Come on, how come I can't have nice things? So many advertisements in these books like rocket propelled engines. I just want to strap two of those onto a tricycle and send the neighbor's eight-year-old down the way. My dad has like 8 of those. There it is. There it is. At last, a new amazing simple jet engine. That's what I need. That's what I need. I just want 2 of those. I want to put it on a tricycle, maybe a big one, maybe an adult one. And, you know, on the back where you stand on, if you're trying to stand on it. And just, long-term dream. Do they actually let the pit crew smoke? Huh. Winston. Yes. Anyways, stealth bomber. Whoosh. Thank God I'm American. Anyways, have a good one, folks. Take care of each other and take care of yourself.